My whole life, I've been told that my name Sara means princess. Babynames.com further defines it as joy and delight, but also noble woman, lady of high rank. I'm severely anti-classist, so I find this to be outrageous. I like everything to be symmetrical, but I have trouble parking straight. My love language is words of affirmation, and as a poet, the irony isn't lost on me. The first boy I loved told me I was a dumb genius, so clearly I am an amalgam of paradoxes. My birthplace is Minnesota, but I hate the cold. I was born in October, but my favorite season is spring. I'm loud around quiet people and quiet around loud people. Gryffindor. The Hogwarts house known for bravery is where I get sorted into by every quiz I have ever taken, but my anxiety cripples me daily. The MBTI test says I'm an INFJ, or the counselor. The Enneagram says I'm a 1, or the reformer. And the phrase my therapist told me years ago about how I'm 16 going on 40 is finally starting to make sense. The flowers on my bedside are currently decaying, and isn't that the metaphor for our mid-20s? How a thing that ought to be blooming is just not. My diary tells me that at the age of 14, I could start a conversation with a stranger, but today, I can't walk into a room full of people I don't know without having a meltdown. I spent years trying to force myself to feel safe in this body, but somewhere along the way, the little brown girl who always ended up top of her class amongst an endless sea of white faces began to internalize. If I'm not the best one in the room, then I have nothing to offer. I am nothing. Somewhere along the way, that began to feel true. I traversed 11 different schools in my life, so the idea of permanence was a fantasy. I learned from a very young age that home was wherever I was, so I've kept all my goodbye cards, funny homework assignments, art projects, and my first actual poetry book held together by staples in a 3-piece set of memory boxes, because after being uprooted so many times, these were all I had left. My beloved tells me that when he holds me, only half of me is in his arms and the other half is looking around for something in the room to straighten or clean. My job description includes teaching others how to calm their anxiety, but I myself don't know how to stop searching for something else to fix, and I will scrub my hands raw to disguise the chaos inside. There is a history of OCD in my family, and I suspect history is repeating itself. Hi, my name is Sara. I'm a social worker, a therapist, and a poet. I love Nutella and Talenti gelato. I'm also severely flat-footed and trip on everything in sight. My hobbies include drowning in nostalgia, collecting poetry books, and beating myself up over things I can't control. I'm a master at organizing my possessions, and I rarely lose things, but sometimes I wonder if I've lost myself trying to fix everything around me. I guess no matter how much I try to organize my life, no matter how many tasks I take on and checklists I create, I'm procrastinating how much work is left to do just to learn to love myself.